Respect is able to snowball faster compared to Roger coming here right now, but we do know how scary Roger is once he's able to get that early advantage on his team. Meanwhile, I think the Khalid is going to go on to the room position because we do have a Masha onto the team, looking quite strong for the side of Smug right here, but I think they need to play a little bit careful, maybe try to pick off one or two heroes. But let's just jump onto the land of Dawn's carrier.
Indeed, as now the drafts are set, everything in place, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the Northeast Cup. The lifelines are on the line for the land ticket as these teams, they take the fight against each other. All five now helping out the Roger, the least the orange buff, while the other side is almost doing the same thing, barring Edith. It's going to be SMUG Esports on the blue, now moving over towards the top as well, as that's where the Nob Daisy will go. On the other side stands IGN in the fortress in red, where they will make sure that this team is definitely making in that top four. Yumina, an early leash coming in for that Roger. That means over towards the Litho, though, they're not trying to take that priority. It's still Respect who will secure it. And it's a Minsatar in the roam position, while Khalid is EXP and Masha in the gold.
Well, I was about to point that fact out. This is quite interesting coming in from Smug Esports. Maybe a new strategy that they have been playing around. Maybe a comfortable strategy they have been playing around, but it can get a. Ooh! The hook was on point right there, but still not early enough damage coming in from the side of Team Smugs right there. But the poke that Mincy is, soaking up right now doesn't look good because he is kind of squishy onto the early game scared. I mean, I'm not really sure about putting the Mincy onto the roam position. They could have swapped it for the goal since you have the Moscow, with those dashes onto the goal lane.
The thing about Minstar in that roam is, in fact, if you can land in those hooks, if you can land those spears, only then it becomes viable. Otherwise, it's absolutely not. Plus, Kimmy on the Mathilda is constantly going to poke the other side, including both Valir as well as Ravi on the Minsitar. So you basically got no other opportunity, just probably to soak up every single thing that's been thrown at you. Look at him, he's just being a nuisance right now. That's how you want to play with the Mathilda. But wait a second, fight right now, taking a fight, will be knocked up as well with onwards. But this man with the quicksand guard as well is staying stand strong, which just jumps out of the harm's way, making sure that he's going to survive and not getting caught in the raging sandstorm. Still trying to fight in for that level 4 as Roger jumps in, but the turtle has been secured by Respect. As the mat will eventually try to move forward back, but wait a second, Circling Eagle committed as Aaron joins it from the top with the Spear of Destruction as the lasting insanity catches on to Oxy. And that's the mage being taken down. A big win for IGN.
Man, oh man, really smart gameplay coming in from IGN right there. They baited out the skills for the Khalid right before, the turtle dive come. I'm not really sure why Roger would jump in solo onto that turtle right there. I mean, it did cost them their mage in the skirmish, but really smooth gameplay. I mean, the communication right now is showing on from the side of Team IGN. Maybe the Roger needs to now focus on farming and getting a pick off onto the Moscow, because once you let that Moscow farm, it can be a little bit dangerous to deal with him onto the late game unless you are able to. Oh, Masha poking down Aaron quite a bit, but I think he will be able to retreat back like I was saying. Oh, the circling eagle being baited right there, Carrier.
Indeed, they're still trying to take in those fights as again Moscow trying to jump into the action too from the Spear of Destruction as the King's Calling was stopping there, but now it's no longer standing as they get in another pick, a 2-for-0 trade. IGN are just making sure that they are demolishing Smug Esports whatsoever. There we go, another knock-up coming in with the onward. Quicksand guard along with the flicker as well as the raging sandstorm was there, but the splash damage perfect with the lasting insanity into the backline catching too. As Anti catches both of them, but there we go, Minsitar with the hook. Respect, he is not falling whatsoever as it's the Mathilda joining in the action. Another Circling Eagle with the Earth Shatterer, and Kimmy is making sure that his jungler is standing whatsoever.
What happening? People from the side of Smug Esports falling down like dominoes. Carrier, I mean, they are marking one and then they are going on to the other right before the objective. I mean, a very flag coming in from the room position is showing, but wait a minute.
Indeed. Right now, the chase is still going on as the King's calling, but a flicker King's calling from which himself is what catching all of them. But a pushback from the Searing Torrent is making sure that Moscow is going to be caught off guard. But again, the healing, the shielding, it's always there. Kimmy with the guiding winds is the man who is not just the myth, but apparently a legend, standing strong, anti in the bottom. He's just bullying Fied on that Khalid. Fied is basically no longer a beast. He's being butchered by Anti.
Man, they really did shut him down early on from the game, because once you let him free farm onto the XP, ooh, that doesn't look good for Ravi right there, scared yet.
Yeah, primal form being used up. Ravi could eventually be caught too. No more King's calling available for the man, as Noobs is going to run away, not making sure he survives. But Ravi blasting Insanity into the tower. They really want to get this one big Raging Sandstorm, catching absolutely no one with the King's calling coming in. But finally, Kimi jumps in the harm's way itself and catches the guy. Oh my goodness, look at the damage. That ancestral power that's being brought in by Kimi is maniac. And look at the flicker forward Earth Shatterer catching Fight Beast.
Man, scared yet it's just chaos onto the battlefield right now. Kimming doing a phenomenal job, initiating those team fights and then pulling out their teammates right on time, especially which, he has been landing those phenomenal IMUs as of now, and SMUG Esports just being choked down onto their base. I mean, what an initiation!
Yeah, look at that. Another lasting Insanity onto Ravi, as well as again there's Arwen on the other side. Ashes in with the guiding winds. Thunderclap for the shutdown. Muskrad catches one, but only to be demolished after the next onslaught. IGN is just not stopping another 3-for-1 trade. It's only Respect who's fallen.
Scared, I think I just saw Oxyghost pick up a Sky Piercer on Valir as of now. I'm not really sure why you would do that. You need the anti-heal, you need the glowing wand and the Ice Queen. I'm not really sure about the Sky Piercer.
Yeah, exactly. It does not seem to be the best possible pick right now. And as you mentioned, there's a big problem, the itemization. But right now, a big problem coming in for Aaron, as the man is just too far forward. Gets shut down, 280 gold being offered, but there we go, the Circling Eagle coming into the play. There's no way for this Werewolf to survive. That's again a good hook landing in, but I don't think so it matters at this point, because look, there's no anti-heal, and Respect is just getting every single piece of HP of that Firaga armor back by just his fire missiles. Was not even using the lasting Insanity because he was caught in King's calling. That's a big problem, Yumina.
Ooh. That's so unfortunate coming in for SMUG's Esports, because like I was mentioning, there is quite lack of front liner for the side of Team SMUG Esports. I mean, the Ravi is not able to sustain like he was supposed to. I mean, the strategy is not playing out. Meanwhile, the Valir, not really sure if he's being really useful in this team comp, kind of really shutting down Nobi, not getting enough farm. I mean, they are looking in a very bad situation.
Yeah, indeed. Right now, they seem to be in the bad one. But again, look at the constant piece of poking that's coming in from Kimi. The guy is just playing maniac. He's literally playing maniac. Oh! The massive flicker with the hook coming in. But Respect is still going to survive that. Because guess what? The guy had the Firaga armor up. Okay. Finally, Yumina, we are actually seeing Ravi now land in a few good hooks, but do you think it's a little too late with almost a 9,700 gold lead?
I mean, they do not have the item spike as well. They need to wait for that item spike to work in their favor. They are not tanky enough. They do not have the farm. They do not have those itemizations to give them the head-on team fight that they could. But look at that.
That's just a full-fledged burst coming in, and Aaron with a spear of destruction, catching that finish. A big chunky wave in the mid lane, but the timer heaven on that clock. All the minions spawning in. No more Raging Sandstorm right now. It is available, but they're not committing for it. Earth Shatterer not catching anyone, but look at where is Respect going. The King's calling in the crystal, in the fountain. That is just nasty stuff. And again, an onwards coming in, trying to catch one. Masha with a thunderclap. One more shot is there, but it does not matter. as the minions are still hitting that crystal, and Aaron is free hitting everyone on the backside. They're still trying to catch in a few more as the Lycan Pounds will finally try to get one pick, but Anti gets shut down. It does
What?
not matter yet again as the crystal gets demolished by the passive of Moscow. The piercing basic
What?
attack is what gets it.